more time.
Not working.
Hold on. It says we're on live. Now.
I'm in the show.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Live.
Hold on.
Cybertruck.
There we go.
Cyber Jim.
Cybertruck.
All right. Well, you have to make sure our Cybertruck
Button works.
Has there been any developing news on the Cybertruck kidnapping?
Oh, next week you will have to tune in.
I get my.
It's a Cybertruck. Okay, the Cybertruck button was just like stuck on. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, been trying to reach you.
What is up? Hey, Alex.
Hello.
Alex, can you hear us? We have a guest, and you might notice that Toby's not here.
But I have my own camera angle.
I know, so you guys can see Jim now.
I'm not just lurking in the background.
Yeah, the dark shadowy figure in the corner isn't Jim anymore.
I know. People were complaining. They were like, "Oh, Jim needs to be seen."
I mean, okay.
There he is. Jim is being seen now. So, Alex, obviously Toby is not here yet. He said he was going to be late. But I know you guys have been talking, like you have been letting him know the secret word throughout the run of the podcast, first season and second season.
Yes.
So
I would say that I'm a devout fan.
I know.
Excellent.
And I appreciate that.
Of the We've Been Trying to Meet You podcast.
Yeah.
Before Toby arrives, is there anything you want to say about him while he's not here?
There he goes. There he's at.
Talk shit about Toby. Let's do it. This is what I've been waiting for.
He's always late.
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't know. I'm surprised he remembers to show up on a weekly basis, to be completely honest.
Well, we have to send texts. Are you joining? Are you joining? Where are you? Are you joining?
Yeah,
Toby.
you know, it's Toby. It's Toby.
We lost Toby in Albuquerque once.
Oh yeah, why don't you tell that story?
I mean, he just disappeared. I don't know if there's much to say other than we were doing a thing and then he was gone.
And then he was gone, and we were about to go to the airport, and we couldn't find him, and we were texting him, and he wasn't answering, and
showed up right at the nick of time.
Yeah, like at the airport.
Was it at the airport?
He just disappeared in Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Yep. We
that
had
sounds like a news
to
story.
go to Meow Wolf, and I was like 2 seconds away from calling his wife.
Yeah, he could have gone to Meow Wolf with us, and he disappeared instead.
Yeah, I mean, he went and hung out with someone he knew, which was fine, and that person, I believe, happens to work in a library, and so therefore he didn't have his phone like on him because he's like, I have to be quiet, or maybe he turned his phone off. I don't know. He's got excuses. They're excuses.
Yeah, it's pretty lovely.
Yeah,
but Alex, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, tell us what you do and why that mustache is so awesome.
Well, I am coming to you live, broadcasting from the streets of New York City right now. My name is Alex, and I know both of you from school, the Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design. I've been in New York trying to make it, working every day, trying to pay exorbitant rent, and now I'm here. I just had a situation about 15 minutes before I hopped on the call where I stepped outside to get some fresh air. I'm bartending right now.
Okay.
And there's like 3, seemingly pretty chill people in there. And then I hear a glass smash while I'm sitting out here. I walk in and there's a whole brawl happening. And then the person that smashed the glass just left, and I had to deal, picking up the pieces, and it was just very abrupt and strange. Like, didn't seem like that was gonna happen at all. So I don't know. I have to deal with that a lot out here.
Have you ever been in a bar fight?
A couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Having to a couple weeks ago there was like a guy that was trying to fight the bouncer that I had. It was very
Okay.
odd. And so my bar fight was, breaking up some guy trying to fight my bouncer, but it wasn't too heinous, I guess.
So you protected the bouncer?
Yeah,
Are
because
you
he was
muscle?
he was not doing his job, which was de-escalate the situation.
Okay. Did someone just call for you? Are you working right now? Are you supposed to be working?
I'm supposed to be working right now, but it's Wednesday night. Who cares?
All right. I like your attitude.
I
Who
just have
cares?
some patron manning the bar right now, so should be fine.
That sounds amazing. So, how many roommates do you have up there?
I only have one, but I also live with a big dog and a cat, so like 3.
Oh,
Okay. All right. But they don't pay rent. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah,
I was
and
just
they
thinking of
cost a
rent
lot.
split. Very much so. They are not cost effective.
No.
what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Great Dane. Her name is June.
Oh,
She's
She
Beautiful.
does take up a lot of room.
yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She is like another person, so that's why I include her.
I'm in the big dog club too. I have a Irish Wolfhound.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's another person in the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought my Bernese Mountain Dog was big until we watched Jim's puppy. So then I realized that she was like a medium-sized dog at that point.
Right.
So, and Jim's dog eats apples, and we tried to give our dog apples last night. Our dogs, no, they are not fans
Not
of apples.
fans.
No, they just left them on the ground. Tonight we gave them blueberries.
Oh, okay.
They ate some of those.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, June's not a big fruit eater. I have tried to give her like a tomato or something.
Yeah, we went and like looked up the list of like foods you can give dogs and what you can't, because
Yeah.
and there's certain
Like they
stuff they're
can't
not-
eat grapes or something.
Yeah,
I know there's like
grapes
random
have ours.
things that they
Yeah.
can't
Yeah, and don't do that. Don't do.
eat. Yeah.
So, Alex, how long have you been living in New York now?
I guess we're coming up on 3 years. Maybe like
That's
3
awesome.
years
That's
in
pretty good.
October.
Yeah.
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 I just
What-
yeah, I was tired of Denver. Not really.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. It's very. I don't know.
Is that where
I'm
you-
from a town
are
of
you
like.
from?
I'm from New Mexico. I'm a tiny town
Oh,
in New
that's right.
Mexico.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I just didn't know I didn't really know what a city was whenever I left there. I was like, oh, Denver's close. Yeah.
Yeah. And then now you're in the city of all cities, I guess. The city that
Right.
never sleeps.
Mhm.
But, your choices are limited at 2 a.m. if they're not sleeping.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just one day just Venmo'd somebody that their name was called The Management on Venmo, deposit for an apartment, and then I drove 36 hours here and hoped that it was real. So
Yeah.
That's
I
like a
ended
leap
up
of
here.
faith.
Yeah, I've heard that people are doing that to move here, and they get here and the apartment doesn't exist.
yeah,
Um,
I was really terrified of that happening.
We applied for a house that we were going to rent. This was 10 years ago at this point. And it was fake. And they were asking me to send the deposit, but then there was just one little bit of grammar that was incorrect. And I said, all right, let me investigate. And I started asking questions to see if they were a robot. I didn't actually think it was a scammer. I thought it was just a robot, but no, turns out it was a scammer.
Whoa.
They didn't get my money though. But apparently that's very popular, especially when people can't find anywhere to live.
Oh yeah.
'Cause that's what's happening in Denver. So
I like this
Is it
mood
still?
lighting you have in the bar.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, right? This pink light. I thought I would try to mimic Robb's sort of setup.
I know. I like it. This used to be my wife's office, but it still is. But now it's kind of the makeshift podcast studio right now because we are fixing to move across country. So we're kind of cleaning up and getting rid of some stuff. And so it just didn't make sense to drag Jim down every Wednesday night to go through the basement and then the dogs and all that. So we kind of moved out here, and it's haunted mansion themed, which is kind of cool. So
Okay, nice.
where the lights.
We should do it. You should do a podcast or a podcast studio tour one day.
We could do. I mean, there's not a lot going on in here. I mean, it's outside. It's a she shed, so it's awesome.
She shed.
You ever listen to Hall & Oates, Alex?
Yeah, I think I get told that I think I get told I look like that guy every single day. It's probably
Is
every
that
single
Hall
day.
or is that Oats?
No one ever knows, and I don't even care to figure it out. So I just let everyone. No one ever knows.
John Oates, right?
I have no idea.
Daryl Hall. You're Daryl Hall. You're Hall, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is anybody watching on the internet?
Yeah, we got two people watching on Instagram.
Who is it? We got names?
But they're not here anymore.
Oh,
they joined and then they left. So
you can call them out, yell at them.
Yeah, Russ and MJ Stevens 77.
Marilyn. Jeez, that's Joey's friend Marilyn in Florida.
Okay,
so that's cool. We're experimenting with this live thing. We're not really good at it. I think we don't really know what's going on. So, all right, Alex. I know you went to art school, even though
I went to art school.
You went to art school as a designer, but you're really a fine artist. You're kind of a blender of the things. But let's go away from art. You live in New York. What do you do? What do you do when you're not working and you're not at home with your sweet ass dog?
I'm not working and I'm not at home.
Yeah.
I try to see as much live music as I can. I try. All of my friends that I've made since I've been up here are all big film buffs. So I try to go to all the boutique theaters and watch all the indie films.
There's many of them that I've seen with my friend Chris Johnson. He used to live in New York. He used to live in Queens, and then I think now he bought a house in Asbury Park in New Jersey. So one day you want to move to New Jersey, apparently, is the path for New Yorkers. And I believe you have to live there 10 years to be able to call yourself a New Yorker.
I'm almost halfway. We're getting there. I don't see myself leaving anytime soon.
Which part of New York do you live in?
I live in Brooklyn in Bed-Stuy.
Okay. All right.
We are currently live broadcasting from the East Village of Manhattan on 13th Street.
All right.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should just get all your patrons in the bar to listen.
We should just, I can go in there and make you guys a cocktail.
Go in there and
what are your
you got a TV?
No TVs, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. And what kind of bar is it? Is it like
This is like a new bar. They're like they try to do like a cocktail thing, but also, they have, high life and a shot for $9, so they try to do both.
Okay.
What are your go-to drinks?
So Jim never drinks. Jim is never. I don't even think. Have you ever drank?
No, never.
And I do not drink anymore. But I used to drink. And Tom Collins was always my favorite when I was young. And then the older I got, I went into old fashions and bourbon and whiskey.
Very nice.
Man drinks.
And just so because somebody will probably ask if I'm religious or recovering or something. No, it's none of those things. Just had a lot of bad examples in my life. So
I wasn't
I
trying to call you out.
oh
Jim.
no, it's okay. Yeah, it's just like if you, it's a weird thing if you say you don't drink. Everybody's like, oh, why not? Just don't. So
I mean,
yeah,
I got reasons. Everybody's got reasons. Just do what you want. That's my whole thing. It's like, why does it matter?
yeah.
I mean, peer pressure. Sometimes people peer pressure you, and sometimes you sit laying down for 5 hours because your friend peer pressured you into something. Things happen, okay? Right, Alex?
I agree.
Things happen. You got to live your life. How old are you now, Alex? 26?
I'm 27 now.
7. All right.
Price is Right rules. You won.
I know.
Yeah.
What were you doing when you were 27?
Grad school.
27. I had just finished my undergrad, and I started my first master's degree. Started my first master's degree, which is master's in technical theater.
Whoa.
Very exciting. So exciting. Actually, I learned a lot of cool things, like video. Like I used video as like the fourth element of theater, which, you know, some theater nerds will argue with me, but they're not here right now, so whatever. And yeah, that's what I was doing. I had met Shelly. We were not married yet. I don't think. We got married when I was 29. So wait, maybe, I don't know. I was still in undergrad at 27, actually.
Were you?
Yeah, because I like went to undergrad at 18, went for a year. Did not like it. I mean, I liked school. I liked like the partying aspect, but like going to school was not for me. So I stopped that, got a full-time job. That's how I got into graphic design. Didn't, go to school for it. And then did that for a while. And then I moved to go to film school up north in Philadelphia area. And that didn't work out for my personal reasons. It just didn't work out. So I moved back to Tennessee. And when I moved back to Tennessee, I was like, well, I better go back to school. And I didn't know what I wanted to go to school for. So I was just like, art, because graphic design was under the art program. And so whoever registered me just registered me for art, not art graphic design concentration or whatever. So yeah, that's how I got into art school, and worked out.
Double masters.
Yeah. So Shelly, my wife, still had a year and a half to graduate. And so I graduated, but I had been doing all the posters, designing all the posters for theater for like the last 3 years at that point for the theater department. And they're like, oh man, we wish you could still do this. And they're like, if you want to get a master's degree, we'll give you a scholarship for it. And then you can just do that some more. So cool. I did it. And, I did it in a year and a half. It was a 2-year program. I was like, well, if I double this up, I can do it and just get it done. And I'd already planned to go get my MFA. And I actually got lucky and started teaching right after after my first semester of that theater degree, I started teaching graphic design classes. So it kind of made me go, oh, I do want to get my MFA. I do want to teach. And yeah, that's where we are in life.
So I used to, the first time I ever went to New York was when I was in grad school, probably when I was 27 or so. And we went there pretty regularly, actually. Yeah. A lot of the people I went to school with love this bar called the Trailer Park. Is it still around?
Whoa, the Trailer Park.
Asking where a bar is in New York.
I know,
right?
I know.
I've never heard of the Trailer Park.
Oh, it was cool. You go inside and there was an Airstream that they were serving the drinks from, and you could get a moon pie on a paper plate, and there was PBR, and they had like fake turf down on it. It was kind of cool.
And you ate the moon pie, right?
Oh yeah, I ate the moon pie for sure.
I loved like just going to random places when we would go to New York for grad school trips. Now Jim and I went to the same grad school, but
right.
Yeah. Different times.
Different times. Different,
but not by much. Not by a lot.
No.
Like
And
we were there at the same time. Just
yeah, that's how we met. You were just a year ahead of me, right? Or 2 years?
I think 2 years.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
2009 is when I graduated.
Okay, that was my first year there.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex, you thinking about grad school ever? You thought about it?
Yeah, I was trying to get into Yale. I made it through the first couple rounds. I don't know. I think I just flubbed the interview, and then after that, I was like, I don't know if this is like, I wanted to get into Yale's design program, graphic design program, and like, it's not that I wanted a MFA. It's that I wanted to go to Yale's graphic design program, and so like, I didn't end up making that, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll apply again, but it doesn't really feel like the right time.
Yale, I was trying to think, like Yale had a really good design program. So I was just thinking about some advice that someone gave me when I was thinking about going to grad school.
Toby's trying to
get in.
You can't find the link.
Yeah.
Do we just leave him out?
Where is in the link? Email.
Let Toby in.
Well, he's asking where the link is. So
we should tell him that we already did the secret word, so then he can't be a part of it.
Okay, Alex, make up the secret word.
Moon pie.
Moon pie.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm on my phone, everyone, but I'm not on the internet. I'm literally re-forwarding an email to Toby with the link.
What was the impetus
Alex?
behind the no Googling rule?
Well, good thing you asked. We'd like to establish rules. I'm going to send this to all of Toby's email lists. All right, Toby, I sent it again. So the no Googling rule is because when I was a kid and like high school to, I don't know, 20, like mid 20s, like the iPhone didn't exist until 2007. And I was 29 in 2007 because that's when I got married. So before I got married, you would tell a story to someone and they couldn't like instantly fact check it.
Right.
And so many years I have like known these different things that like I had learned when I was a kid, and now you're finding out like that shit's not real or it's a little bit off. But like knowing those stories and not being able to instantly prove something was always like you just thought that was real. And I'm still like I'm like finding stuff out that I thought was real from like I was 7, and they're like, no, that's not real. I'm like, huh. And I'm 46 and I'm still been thinking for 40 years, pretty much that I can't think of one stupid example, but does that make sense? Like
not knowing which one Hall and which one Oates is.
That is
Right.
possible.
Yeah. Maybe Toby would know.
Maybe that's the first thing we ask him when he gets here. Which Hall and Oates guy does Alex look like?
It's Oates, man. It's Oates. Someone's on YouTube. Whoever's on YouTube viewing, please, if you know the answer, Alex here. He looks like Hall or Oates.
It might be George.
George.
I got George
No,
Harrison.
No,
no,
George,
no.
our friend George.
No, our friend George is
Oh.
probably watching YouTube, but I can definitely see that as well too. So.
Yeah.
Frank Zappa, Jim Croce.
Oh, Frank
all those
Zappa's
guys.
a
Jim
good one.
Croce is one of my favorite all time.
Do you just walk down the street and people are like, "Hey, Frank Zappa"? And like,
Literally
like,
every
you
day.
just- every day,
Everyday
wow.
occurrence.
Does that get you extra tips at the bar? Seriously, I would tip you more just because you look like. fucking-
Yeah. I mean, I would say that it has not made anything worse for sure.
Yeah.
Do you, so
I'm fulfilling some
I-
fantasy.
if my mustache starts getting too long, I start like biting it off. Do you do that? Like, do you have to fight the urge to?
I keep it.
Keep it out
You know,
of your
it's just right above, like right over the lip, and so I don't even really recognize it. I've seen guys though, like if I serve them a Guinness and they have a really long mustache, watch them like suck the like foam off of it.
No,
really really disgusting. Really like one of the most disgusting things.
Yeah, not for me. It's funny because Jim and I were just talking about mustache length earlier today. Actually,
we were.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, I just shaved.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now.
Because and this is what you said. Jim's like, oh yeah, my mustache gets too long, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's what was happening. I was just sitting around. Vince Crawl is who's watching, and Vince Crawl says,
no Google.
No Google. He knows. That's awesome. Or Chili Peppers guy.
Oh, Anthony.
Oh, never gotten Chili Peppers guy. You can be the first for that one. I'll mark that one down.
Yeah. Look at that. Look, I can make things happen. Thank you, Vince. I didn't know that I could do that. Sorry.
What did you do?
Come
and
look. Come look at
Brandon Kettle is on.
Brandon Kettle, what's up? Look how it pops it up down there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
if Toby ever got on, we would have 4 of us.
I guess I could have stayed here. It just popped up on Instagram over here.
Oh, so there's about a good, what is that, a minute and a half delay?
Yeah.
We got 2 viewers on YouTube too. So this like people know we're here. Alex, how does it feel to be famous? I'm just kidding.
I'm really feeling like amazing right now. What keeps you going? Why do you guys continue to do the podcast?
That's a good question. So Toby and I like started the podcast because I used to have a podcast at my job, and then I didn't anymore just because that was taking up whatever. Doesn't matter. I was like, I want to still talk, and I want to tell stories, and I want to, do that. And I was like, Toby, you want to do this? And he's like, yes. And I was like, awesome. And then we did it. But then if you know Toby, he's late, and his calendar's a little hectic. He likes to pretend that he doesn't do things. Like he's like, I don't ever have anything to do. Dude is always busy. He's always hustling. And so that's why there was a lot of like just waiting. And on my side too, it's not just him. Let me just say it's a 2-part road. But when I decided that we're going to, like my wife and I were moving to Florida, when we decided we're moving back there, I was like, I'll still talk to Jim because, when Jim was in Florida and I was here, we were still talking. But Toby's not that type of friend. And he knows it.
Right.
So
to talk like while you're gone.
Yeah. Just like, out of sight, out of mind. And that's okay. Like, there's people like that. And that's not a bad thing.
Sure.
So with that, I was like, shit. All right. How can I capture Toby and make sure he does this? We bowl every Wednesday night. So the 3 of us and then George. So there's 4 of us. We bowl every Wednesday night. And I was like, let's do the podcast after. And we did it one day. Speak of the devil.
Oh my gosh!
The devil shall appear. We can hear him.
Hey, Toby.
Can you hear me?
I'm in the middle of a story. Yeah, we can hear you. I'm in the middle of a story.
Yeah, nobody cares. It was boring. Because you're like rambling on way too long.
I don't know what microphone are you talking into, because it's like whatever. Anyway, so we said let's do the podcast Wednesdays, and then here we are. And then it just kind of worked out, and then we're like, we could do this live or whatever.
That's awesome.
Few people who might want to watch or listen, because we were getting a lot of requests for the video, and I don't know why.
Oh, nice.
Mostly from Shelby, from what I understand.
Yeah, it was just Shelby saying that he wouldn't listen until we got video. So we said, haha, sucker.
Do you feel like podcasting fulfills some sort of like creative outlet?
It does. It really does. for me anyway. And that's kind of one of the things I've been struggling with is like I felt like I hadn't been doing anything creative, traditional creativeness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what my life has turned into is like knowing people and talking about things. Well, guess what? This podcast is knowing people and talking about things. So that's kind of what it is. And we're up on the weekly now. So we're trying to stick with that. Toby, makes it sometimes, sometimes he doesn't. It's all right.
What did I miss?
Toby,
Alex, fill me in. Go over everything I missed. Go from the beginning in real time.
You've kind of got this Mythbusters guy look going on.
Oh, he does. Jamie, is that his name?
Oh yeah, no. It's kind of like both of them mixed together.
Okay. Adam, and Jamie
Savage. Yeah.
Adam Savage and Jamie.
And Jamie Heineman?
Sure. So
Heineman?
I believe where their office is the American Pickers people are there too. So I may be mixing this up. American Pickers are, this is in Nashville.
Oh, okay, but I don't think the Mythbusters are.
Yeah,
not in Nashville.
Those are smart people. They're not in Nashville.
I think it's maybe just Adam Savage. Maybe again, I'm not Googling and I'm probably remembering this wrong, but it's Marathon Motorworks. It's now a venue for like concerts. I went and saw the Breeders there a few years ago. But it's also creative studios and then businesses are there. But we used to throw raves back in there in the late 90s. And it was probably, that place was not up to code whatsoever. I just remember sitting and just listening to music and then the whole floor is like this because there's like, 4,000 kids dancing. And underneath, who's the bartender? Someone said that's amazing. Bartender's
Are you
sexy.
supposed to be working? Are you being summoned?
Alex has muted himself, so he
Alex
might be actually working. So
he's bartending.
Let Alex.
Right now.
I know. We know he is.
What happened at the 10 o'clock?
At the 10 o'clock?
Has Alex been here since 10?
Yeah. I broke up a bar fight to be here on time, and you somehow didn't make it.
I know, that's amazing. I was thinking about that. I was like, of course, he's gonna be there when I'm not there.
I was really confused. I think that the first time we got scheduled, I thought that it was 12 noon, but no, it's midnight.
Oh, yeah, it's midnight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
12 is a confusing time.
Yeah.
And so we've got a guest next week. We're pumping through with the guests. So listeners, please sign up.
Yeah. Well, I want to meet somebody we've never met before.
I know.
I
There's
think
got
that
to be
would be great.
somebody's got to find somebody's got to find this thing, right? Or we
Sure,
just talking
eventually.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna put on a disguise and reschedule.
Yes. Put on a fake mustache over your real mustache.
What if I just pulled it off?
Yeah, that was a fake one this whole time. Bum, bum, bum.
I know. Alex, feel free to come back. You're allowed to come back anytime.
Yeah, Alex.
Like we don't have you're only allowed to be here once.
Yeah,
we've been trying to meet you, but we want to still be friends.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we're not like your bar where we cut you off after so many drinks.
I would never cut you off, Toby.
Excellent.
What's your drink of choice?
Like if I'm at your bar right now.
Yeah, what are you having?
I'll just do. You know what? I'm gonna do whiskey sour, but normally I'd probably just get like a.
I make a fantastic whiskey sour.
You do?
Fantastic.
Haven't had one forever.
Like what? 20 minutes?
No, whiskey sour has been a while. Whiskey.
Okay.
Yesterday.
I need you guys to tell me each individually why you like Denver.
Who wants to go first?
What?
Why I like Denver? Okay, they have all major sports. That's good for me. It's a big city in the middle of nowhere. Like it's the only city out here. The next
we're
biggest one's
definitely an
Kansas
island.
City and then Las Vegas. Like, come on. Let's see what else. They have In-N-Out and Whataburger down south. That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
I do want to point out, like, I'm a little over Denver at this point since I am about to move. So maybe I'm not the best person to ask.
Oh, whoa.
Look at you.
I just discovered I can go.
It's all right. It's whatever. We don't care. What do you say, Jim? What do you like about Denver?
Well, for me, I grew up in a town on the east base of the Cascade Mountains in Washington State, and Denver feels a lot like that with the mountains on the west. And I live in the mountains now, and yeah, I do a lot of hiking and stuff, and it's just a good place for that. So
yeah, I would actually probably stay in Colorado if I could move to the mountains, but we only want to move like one more time, like across country, big move one more time. So
and this is also kind of central for my wife and I's families too. So my family's in the northwest, Olivia's family is in the south, so it's kind of sort of in the middle,
halfwaysies.
Yeah.
All right, Toby, and you tell us, because you come from the land of Kansas and Nebraska, so you're gonna have to tell me why you'd want to be here instead of there.
Instead of, I don't know, but I like being here now because I just have a giant community. I got a ton of family, and I've got a large art community, and I like spaces that, I mean, Denver's getting more, but we still don't get a lot of respect.
Sure.
As far as coastal cities go, and I like those spaces.
Yeah.
And it is growing to where there's more art opportunities, which is cool for me and what I do.
Totally.
Yeah. So it's a good size
Alex,
for me.
You were done with Denver, right? You're like,
personally, I do not like Denver at all, but
I'm all for you telling me some of the reasons you hate Denver for sure.
Nice.
And see if I can agree or disagree, and we can.
I don't. I think I was like, I think I just had an idea of what a city was, coming from the middle of nowhere,
right?
And not getting that, and just sort of.
No, I can't. I have to watch the vlog.
What was it missing in that city atmosphere?
I think that I was missing some sort of like sense of culture for like a lack of a better term, and like and not just like I think Denver felt really
Going from the pages of your trendy magazine, because that's how I feel.
It just felt like there was I'm not huge on hiking. It felt like there was a huge hiking community, right?
Yeah.
And it was, I liked the art scene, but it also it felt extremely small to me, and I wanted to be a part of try to figure out and find something bigger and go through those trials or whatever. So now I'm here, working, 6 days a week to try to live here and continue to do the things when I'm not working,
And where is your upcoming art show that you're going to be having in a little while?
November 1st.
Where is it at?
It's going to be at Dateline.
Which is in what city? I'm sorry.
It's in Denver. Colorado.
That's right. I have heard of it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Probably should bring that up.
What is happening in the background?
Alex is about to get murdered.
Are you okay?
Oh, he's got his head down. Oh no. He's
no.
He's gonna have to work.
It's getting real.
Is he gonna have to? Oh my God, this is awesome.
People are just yelling. No fighting.
Oh.
Right. Toby, have you ever been in a bar fight?
In a bar fight? No.
I have.
Yeah. I was adjacent.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to book in that. I just want to say I do love the people in Denver. I just didn't like Denver, the city.
You're good, man. Where all these people who listen to this podcast might be offended.
They
might. I feel like Shelby could be, but again,
He could be.
who
but,
else?
You know.
What is our other listener? Oh, Alex, he's
Jay?
here. So
Right.
Yeah.
Jay.
Vince is on.
I don't think Jay
Um,
can be offended. Can he? Can Jay be offended? How would
I don't
offend
know.
Jay?
I think Jay can be offended. I
I'll
think
find out
Jay's
how.
not
I'm gonna
holding
try.
back anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna find out how.
Jay is unchained. He is.
Oh.
He is.
Oh man, let me just say, Jay Hollick.
Oh, you've dropped his last name. Okay.
Yeah,
Now everybody's
yeah.
Googling
And you
him.
didn't tell me I couldn't. He went with me and Russ to No Effects concert a week and a half ago, and Jay was on fire. Jay was just like hitting,
Has Jay been
running
on here?
around, high fiving people.
We've never had
asking
Jay
what
on?
they wanted. No, because he's in bed.
I know. We should have him on though, just because we need to bring the energy way down.
No, man.
Oh
No.
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 Okay. I don't know. You said he's unhinged now. Okay.
I if you get Jay in the right moment.
Oh, I know.
then
I
you
have
can
seen
go
it. I
way
have
up,
seen it.
You know.
I just like to, and to me, he does have like his spirit animal is still a sloth. I know he has.
Oh,
a
but it turns
tiger.
into a mongoose after a
I
couple.
guess.
Mongoose, dude, it was awesome.
I get it, but I'm still his spirit animal is still a sloth.
Okay.
Like, if he gets in the right state of mind, he's asking you for a foot race. He's gonna jump in the pond.
Yeah, I've had to
He
stop
wants
him
to-
from
Com-
illegally
Committing
swimming.
suicide, basically. I guess
Yeah,
drowning.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yeah. You're
People
a nice
don't know who
friend.
Jay is, but yeah, thanks.
I will say that he has really turned into quite the comedian. I will say. Oh, do you have a nose
he's
strip?
always
Is that an
funny.
accident?
No, it's
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be gum. I don't know what I found.
I don't know.
I think
It
it's
might
gum.
be.
I think I found.
I'm just gonna pick this up. So look, Toby. Now Jim has his own camera.
I know. For a minute I thought he was somewhere else, but then I recognized the purple.
I gotta tell you guys, this is surreal. Because being in this it's weird. Because now I'm like in the middle of you guys' conversation, but now you're like directly responding to me. So it's
Yeah,
very
because we usually
so
reference
strange.
you. We usually reference you, and you're not here. And so you're used to just listening and hearing
So-
it, and now you're like, oh wait, I'm in this one right now.
I can actually say something and they can hear it.
So on the
I've never
camera-
listened to this podcast, Alex. What's it
Toby,
like?
did you ever tell them the absolutely like mind melting surreal experience that I had listening to listening to this podcast one time?
I don't think
It was maybe 3 episodes ago, and there was like
There was
royalty free music playing throughout the entire thing, and
Wow.
I was like a little tipsy, and I was like, what is going on? I felt like it felt like insane. It felt like I was in a
That
dream
was
or
not
something.
royalty-free music. I just want to point out that was Josh Blondie. That's my friend Blondie. That's some of his stuff.
But
Thank you,
apparently,
Blondie.
I was trying something out.
Alex into a state of mind that he's yet to figure out.
Yeah,
what
it
it all
was
means.
kind of beautiful.
So
I was
have
like, well, that's cool.
a minute delay over here. Now Alex is outside now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
you're
couple
watching the
minutes. I'm watching
Instagram
the
stream.
Instagram live, so it's really
Oh.
weird because it's very behind where we are. And now Alex
Oh,
is
he's
outside.
back. No, I think
He's back in the
Oh,
bar
he's
now.
back inside now?
Mhm.
Oh
He's got
man.
some
I thought he was about to go
back
play
to his pink
basketball.
lighting. I like.
I was trying to evade the like yelling drunk people.
So like,
Get
are you
them-
still at work? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm
with
working. I'm working right now.
you? You work like I work. This is amazing.
I wonder where he learned it from, Toby. Do you think that you might have had something to do with that, sir?
I would love to take credit for passing any knowledge on to Alex, but I feel like he was far beyond me even when I first met him. So I doubt I had very little to do with that. But
Okay.
All right, Toby. All right. Thank you.
every now and then I see that photo of you modeling some tank top. Do you remember?
Oh
Yep,
my
yep.
god.
Oh man, that's so
And
good.
that
Horrible
photo makes me
What was-
happy.
What was
Horrible
that for?
photo.
Oh, you gotta
For a rim,
I'll
a
find
rim
it. And
cab.
send, yeah, I'll send it to you, Jim.
Okay.
You won't even recognize him. You're like, look at this young lad with this whole future ahead of him. So
Can't remember
bright and
if he needs to be Hall or Oates,
Yeah.
but he
Yeah,
went.
no.
He went the
It was
right
in
way.
that in between state.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know,
like
we
a-
still have a permanent installation at the campus from Alex.
Oh my god, is it still there? Wow.
Oh yeah, it's still
I gotta
there.
go check that out.
wait, what thing?
The Reflect.
All
Oh
right,
yeah,
nobody
that's right.
knows
Yeah,
what
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
now,
yeah.
so-
Yeah,
All
I
right.
just saw it. That's right.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
So, Alex, are you doing anything creative while you're out there?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trying to be creative. I'm trying to, like I said, all my friends are movie guys, so I'm trying to make a movie right now. I'm
So cool.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
gonna be having a really, really sick piece that's gonna be at that show at Dateline.
Oh, you muted. Oh, there you go.
Dayline.
Yeah, I
Wing.
was trying
Plug it,
November
plug it.
1st. November 1st.
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. I'm making music. I'm trying to use every single AI tool that comes out, try to harness it. Doing it all. Trying to use it all.
Do it, man.
By the way, we have 2 live viewers on Instagram now. We've got Brandon Kettle and Vince.
All right, so
Whoa.
Vince is watching us everywhere. Vince is coming for your #1 fan spot, Alex. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Do we have to duel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Eventually,
we'll
you
come up
gotta-
with a
there
bracket.
can only be one. Remember, we talked about it. With
Highlander
Oh,
Oh, he's got
Except
a bunch of
there's-
characters.
Yeah.
sequels.
No. Yeah.
All right. So I
Same thing.
need to give a public service announcement on films, Alex. We're not talking the kind that you only can go to the special theaters, not the porn theaters, but the art theaters.
that mustache, you'll fit right in.
I know, with the porn theater. You probably make some money. Anyway, that's a different podcast. But I went and saw 2 movies this last week. Jim and I went and saw with our wives, Daredevil, or not Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine. I enjoyed it.
That was
It's
fun.
it's very fun. It's exactly what you think it is. But then last night, my wife and I made the ultimate mistake. We decided to go see Twisters.
Oh.
I mean, I could have told you that ahead of time. But
Yeah. Well, so Twister, the original
Sure.
one, was the first movie that I saw in DTS.
Oh,
yeah,
Vince
epic.
is saying no spoilers on
Epic.
anything.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not.
Oh,
we're not
I'm gonna
spoiling.
spoil Twisters, and I haven't seen it. There's a lot of tornadoes.
There's probably a cow
and
flying through the
a
air.
cow flying at some point.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vince, I'm gonna ruin it for you.
Well, here's the thing, Vince. I can't ruin it for you because I left in the middle of the movie.
Whoa!
Whoa.
And I have done that to 2 movies that I can think of. 3 movies in my entire life.
But you go to
101
3
Dalmatians?
movies a week, so that's saying something.
I know. Yeah, 101 Dalmatians. I walked out of. It was just. It didn't.
The live action?
There was. Yeah, there just wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't hitting at that time, and it was probably like 2 a.m. because that was when I worked in the theater. So, walked out of that. Saw a film with my wife in New York, downtown, called The Libertine. It's The Libertine, and I we sat in the front row. That's what I was trying to think of. We sat in the front row, and it's not like the Alamo Draft House where it's 25 feet back in the front row. It's you're right up on it. So The Libertine is horrible, and my wife is the biggest Johnny Depp fan, but she wanted to walk out. There's a movie that came out. It's about like I don't know, sleeping with other people's wives or something. It's I don't know. Came out probably late 90s.
Isn't that
It doesn't.
Indecent Proposal?
No, it's
not. Oh.
it's a 1-word thing. Anyway, I was on a first date and we went and saw that, and I just like looked at her and she wasn't like, and so it was the first and last date, but we walked out. And we went to a fair. So, you know, win.
And now Twisters.
And now Twisters. It makes no sense that it exists. But anyway, Twister, the original Twister was the first movie I saw in DTS, which was like surround sound, like ultimate surround sound back then.
So like you were
not
in the
THX, but yeah. And then, you know, I've been on the Universal experience. It's not a ride.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, it's not there anymore, right?
I don't
That's
think
Jimmy Fallon, I think.
Yeah, I think they got rid of it.
But I always like that video. It's like, hi, I'm Bill Paxton. And you were
Dead.
about to.
Bill Paxton is dead.
He is, yes. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It was that
Is
bad?
Bill Pullman dead?
Yeah.
It was that bad. It was all right. Look, like anyone who sees it, please let me know. And I need you to rate it on the way I rate movies. Like break everything down as far as like camera movement, lens choices, music choices, acting,
Story.
That didn't exist.
I know. I'm just. I thought I was just trying to think.
But
Of
I
the
just
things
wanted to
you
make
might
sure-
look for in a film.
Well, like, so I've seen bad movies that are just beautiful, and I've seen bad movies that have really good music, and I've seen bad movies bad story, and everything else is good.
Yeah.
I don't know
There's nothing
that there
in
was
this.
one redeeming quality in that. Like, and that's my guy. Like, I can't even think of his name. Glenn, the new
Glenn?
Yeah, that's his. I think that's his name. The actor.
The actor's name is Glenn?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
So Everybody Wants Some is a Richard Linklater movie. It's one of my favorites. It's the spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused, and he's in it. And that's where I was like, this is the guy. This guy's gonna come famous. A few years later, now I feel like he's in everything. There was like he's in Twisters. There's some Netflix movie that just came out where he's like a spy. We saw something else, like a trailer for something he's in. It's like 4 or 5 movies coming out. He's having a moment. He's awesome.
Glenn is having a moment.
I believe his name
Dude
is
Glenn.
Glenn.
Some dude Glenn. I think we need to. I want Alex to describe to me what he's witnessing off camera.
Well, before we do that, we have 3 viewers online.
What's up, 3?
And Mitzi Joe Gordon has joined the video.
Nice.
And Vince wants us all to come over to watch Twister on Laserdisc. I know you didn't actually say that, but I think that's what you want. Vince.
I guarantee you, Vince wants that.
So, Alex, what's happening over there that you're keeping an eye on? Are you just sort of watching for your own?
He's
safety?
working.
I know, but it also seems like he's just keeping
Well, it's
tabs on his
still like-
situation.
It's like the runoff of the earlier situation, which
Yeah.
I won't recount in full because
Right.
you weren't here.
Right. I'll have.
Oh, you'll listen.
There's
To me.
some fun.
No, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen.
You even
Somebody-
know how to
somebody will
find the
tell me.
podcast?
No,
I don't know how to find it.
long story short, someone broke a glass. It sounds like they were trying to hit another person with them. And one of the parties was still here. And
See, we need to have
and
a
he was still
podcast-
just like yelling about, I'm not even sure exactly what.
Yeah, see, we need a podcast where Alex is on and he doesn't turn the camera to show us what's happening. We just look at
describe
him
it.
reacting to it, and then he tries to describe it.
Right.
My God! Bus is
That's
your
Alex.
ride there, buddy? Are you? I think Alex has got to go because his bus showed up.
I think he just got ran over by
Is
a
it a
dump
school
truck.
bus? A city bus?
Garbage truck?
Was that
What's
a
going
garbage
on?
truck?
I mean, did that happen? Because remember, I'm like a minute behind over here. I don't want to see Alex.
No,
get
no.
run
He's
over.
fine. He's fine.
Oh,
He's totally
okay,
fine.
okay, good.
It's all sound effects.
Okay.
Everything is ambient noise from off screen, and so it's
Off
entertaining.
camera.
Yeah.
Stage
So we
left.
can't see it either. We can't see it either.
Yeah, it was
Alex,
garbage
please don't
truck
die.
damage.
Please don't
It
get
was a
run
garbage
over.
truck. Oh, Rob,
Please
he
don't get
nailed it.
Oh yeah, you nailed garbage truck.
Nighttime.
I mean, you know, it's got a sound.
It does. I
Like,
guess I just don't
I can
associate
tell
dump
you-
trucks at night. That's a morning
Wait, but
thing
are
for me.
you inside?
No, I'm outside.
Oh,
He's like
this is out.
half out,
But-
half in.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's like outside with a wall
The
behind
pink
him.
lights.
The pink lights are
Okay.
outside. Yes.
It's got the
That's
Okay.
atmosphere to lure
Yes.
in the party goers, Jim.
To lure in the
the party
unsuspecting
people.
It's like, come
victims.
in. We have pink lights.
It's very funny because
Drinks.
the pink lights don't make a whole lot of sense when you see the rest of the bar.
Oh, is that right?
Should we do a little?
Well, yeah. I mean, I
I
like
mean, they look
to.
cool with you. Yeah, let's
I
see
like-
what's going. What you got going on here?
I like making our only
Interactive.
listeners
Jim, do you
confused
want-
by. Oh, it's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
chill. Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
like a cool,
Okay.
chill bar.
Oh yeah, it
you
is a
know.
cool chill bar.
The pink lights don't make
it's
a whole lot of
cool
sense.
bar
I
with
mean,
no
whatever.
one there.
Well, it's Wednesday
Okay,
night.
now I know
Who's out?
why you're podcasting because there's
Yeah,
no
nobody.
way.
It's a slow night.
And you kicked out the people that were in there.
Right.
He's like, I get out of here. I got to get on this podcast. Make sure your boss doesn't watch this one or listen.
I know. Which we're about to finish up. So, any final words, Alex? Any shout outs you want to give? Anything?
Alex needs to choose the secret phrase or word too.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he already has.
Yeah, you missed
What was
it.
And
it?
we're not telling you.
Oh, so I
Because-
can't even know. That's awesome.
That was Alex. That was
I
Well
think
played,
that-
Alex. Well
all
played,
three
Alex.
viewers should say different secret words to you
And I'll
to
never
sort of
know.
confuse you.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
all
you
three
said me
viewers
wrong
tonight.
ones in
We
the
have-
past, and I didn't know.
We have a larger viewership, and we love every single one of those viewers or listeners. So,
Absolutely.
please
Sure.
like and subscribe. Share us with your friends. We want more people to come and get to know us.
Yeah, especially if we don't know them. That would be
I know.
really awkward, probably. And I can't wait.
I'm excited about that. Alex, any final words from you, sir?
My final words are tip your bartender. Come and visit me November 1st at Dateline in Denver if you're there. And that's it.
Any social media?
Love you guys.
Or anything?
Yeah, soft rains with a 0.
All right, I'll
All right.
tag you when we post this. So,
Yeah, it's impossible to get people to figure out.
Jim, take a photo so we have a photo.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I've been using on the podcast thing. So.
Did you guys hear that?
Yep.
Did you hear me?
Work?
Did everybody hear that? Oh my god.
Got it.
Whoa!
All right. So before Toby sings us off and goes to put us to sleep, shout out to everyone who has listened. Thank you all. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
And I may or may
All
not
right.
show up. Yo!
Love you
We
guys.
don't-
Thank you for inviting me on.
Alex, thank you so much.
Yeah, Alex,
Yeah,
you're the
awesome.
best.
Really good to catch up with you, Alex. I'll try to catch the show.
One
in
of my
November.
favorite human beings on earth. Sorry I missed you, buddy.
I know. Toby's been talking about you, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to show up." So, anyway, thanks all. Thanks everyone. Thanks Vince. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
How'd that first part go?
I have to keep myself on. Apparently.